Alrighty, hello everyone. So today I have a video for you about my luxury scarves. Everyone, if you're new here, my name is Tia and I make videos about luxury and particularly how to put your luxury goods to use in the snow. So if you're into that kind of thing, feel free to hit that subscribe button and drop a comment so that I can say hello. So I look forward to meeting you all. I don't know if everybody else is as scarf obsessed as I am, but I love them. These were actually like some of the first big items that I got, both pre and post luxury, because as I mentioned, I really like cashmere. I shop with my hands, so I actually learned about this in a class, and they call them high need for touch people. So people who are like grabbing while they shop, which like COVID has kind of made difficult for me. But everything that I buy has to feel lovely. So like I'm wearing very comfortable clothing because it all has to be soft, and it can't irritate me at all. So that applies to all of these. I have my pile of scarves here. I own a lot more than this, not necessarily luxury, but I have a lot of cashmere scarves that I can definitely talk about, but I know most of the people who are watching are probably interested in more of the luxury aspect of things. So I only have one that I wouldn't consider to be a luxury brand here, just for comparison purposes. So I'm going to go in order of when I purchased them, which means that we are going to start with my non-luxury one. So this is from a company that I found. They were in West Ed. We went in. I remember thinking, who are these crazy people who would spend this much on a t-shirt? And then I put them on and I became one of those crazy people, because this is from Kitten Ace, which they have all kinds of like cashmere goodies, and they have something called tech cashmere. So it's not necessarily all like that really thick, true 100% cashmere. A lot of it is like blends and such, but their t-shirts, like they stopped making the ones that I used to wear. You have seen them on this channel already. I love them. You can see me getting excited. I really enjoy my stuff from Kitten Ace, and it's like reasonably priced after you have an understanding of like cashmere. So just for like perspective, I recently got a 100% cashmere cardigan that was kind of in that $800 to $900 range, which is pretty insane, but you're paying for the fabric and the quality and the cashmere. And then whereas the Kitten Ace stuff, because it was a blend, still super soft, still super warm, but it was more like $300 for a cardigan. So again, there's going to be a lot of people who scoff at both of those. I get it. I understand it. I've been there. But if you're somebody who's into buying them, something to keep in mind if you wanted to grab a few items at not quite as high a price point. So with that in mind, to the best of my knowledge, this was about a $300 scarf. It is cashmere and it is lovely. Like it's not a designer item, which is I'm sure why it's not as expensive, but like there's so much scarf to go around. So on really cold days where I know I'm gonna be like breathing hard because it's freezing outside and forming icicles all over me, I grab this one. So I'll put it on really dramatically, but like you can see how like thick and lovely it is. I like the colors too, like the pink and gray are very much so my vibe, and like you can just like keep on wrapping it. So this is like your sink in and cuddle yourself with a glass of hot chocolate scarf. Like it is so cozy, it is so warm. I have two of these in different colors, and then they also make thinner ones. But yeah, if you are wanting something not like a Burberry scarf or something like that, this one I would highly recommend from Kitten Ace. It's super soft, and so I did want to do it justice because I think you can get a lot of really good quality items that don't come with a designer name, that are still very worth your while, awesome to incorporate into your wardrobe. And Kitten Ace for me has been very much so one of those brands. So that's my first scarf. And yeah, I really like that one. So I would say my favorite scarf is the one I bought next, which is the Burberry bandana scarf. And I'll be honest, like when I bought the bandana, I wasn't really sure what I was doing. This was one of my first luxury purchases. Yeah, it was early on, like well over a year ago. And the bandana is like my favorite style, and they got rid of it. So if somebody knows if it's coming back or where to get them, let me know, because after I started using it, like and you'll see this, I can't get behind just like the long rectangle. I find this so easy and so nice. So I literally just wear it like this. It sits great and it looks good and it's warm. It meets all my needs. This is also 100% cashmere to the best of my knowledge. I have also spilled coffee on this, etc., etc. I think it's in great shape. It's not like quite as soft as my Kitten Ace one, I would say, but still wonderful, and I wear this a lot. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will see my Burberry scarves are basically worn every day, just because I think they class up a little outfit, and when we are in the cold and wearing big winter jackets all the time, why not add a pop of color? So this is obviously in the classic color, but I will not lie, if the bandana was still available, I would have bought my other one in it and probably would buy another. So consider me an optimist. I really want them to bring it back. So I'm gonna probably hold off on buying more scarves from Burberry, hoping that it comes back in the next couple of years. But until then, I have this one, and I just, yeah, it's so easy. Like and it stays nice, which is what I like. One thing that I've noticed about the like standard or normal or whatever they call it, classic, I think is maybe what they call it, it like flops down and gets really compressed and you like lose it in your outfit, whereas this one has always been awesome. So if you have like a chance to get your hands on a bandana scarf, I would recommend it because they are fantastic. Yeah, they just don't compare. Which brings me to my next one. This was a random impulse purchase, which I would like to say I'm not, like I don't do often. Most of the time I look at something, I think about it, look at it online, the whole works. This day I went in and I saw it and I bought it. Luckily, it was not a bad purchase, but my cost per wear on this is astronomically high. So I want to attribute it to it being like a COVID summer, because for me, this is more of a summer scarf. We didn't really have anywhere to go, so in that sense, like no weddings, that kind of thing. But yeah, this one hasn't gotten a ton of use, but not by any fault of its own. So this is from Louis Vuitton, and it is silk, I think. I don't know. It's just their like monogram one. And I also wear it, I fold it in half as a triangle and then wrap the corners like this. I think this looks fantastic with like a jean jacket, some black leggings, but that's again me being oddly casual with the clothes I'm wearing. I got this one because I like it to feel soft. I like it to be cozy. I like it to be comfortable. I like wearing good quality fabrics. But I don't always want to be screaming designer. So this one, like, yeah, it does have the monogram, but like, I always, like, unless somebody's really inspecting you, like, it's probably not going to catch their eye unless they are somebody who knows what they're looking for. So if I saw somebody wearing this scarf, I'd notice it, but some random person who is not interested in luxury probably wouldn't, or at least that's my impression of it. So yeah, I love this scarf. I have no intentions of selling it. Yeah, it's just not like a piece that I am as relaxed with like if it's raining or like different outfits and like getting rubbed on and like being around animals. This is one that I'm more careful with just because I think it can snag a lot easier. So I'm pretty careful with like my seatbelt and things like that, just to increase the longevity of it. But I could 100% see myself buying more of this style in different colors, but I just need somewhere to go. So check in with me after COVID has chilled out a bit. But yes, this one, I know it can't be used more like in a dressy setting, which is what sold me on it actually. My sales associate was like, yeah, you can use it as like a shawl if you are looking for like a cover, if you're going to a wedding or something like that. And I was like, sold, because I don't like cardigans with dresses as much. So this for me felt good. I wore it out for my mom's birthday in that way and it worked. So when people start getting married again, this will probably be used more. But yeah, if you're considering this scarf, I would say it's a good one. Again, I don't use it as much as my cashmere ones, but I reach for scarves a lot more when it's cold outside, obviously. But we didn't get a lot of in-between weather this season too, which could be contributing to it. It was either like plus 30 or minus 10, kind of is what it felt like this year, which I don't really want to be wearing a scarf in plus 30. And at minus 10, I'll probably go for one of these. So that is the Louis Vuitton monogram shawl, I think it's called. But yeah, I think it's super cute and I like it a lot. And then we will get to my final one. This is certainly not my entire scarf collection, but these are the ones I'm grabbing for most frequently right now. And this is the more classic rectangular one from Burberry. I got this standard one instead of like the larger one, which surprised myself actually. I would have thought I would get the bigger one, but when I tried it on, like it didn't make a big difference. And so when I think the price difference is about 160 bucks between them, for me it wasn't worth it. I was like, it's not giving you that hug feeling that I get from the other ones that are more a little more filled out. So that would be my biggest complaint with this one, is it really just likes to be flat. And I could not tell you why. Maybe I'm screwing it up. Anybody has any ideas, let me know. I love the color of this one, and that is 100% what drew me to it. I wore that Burberry scarf like every day last year. I would say like a lot I have worn that, so I was like, why don't I mix it up a bit? So I have been wearing this like a good amount, but I don't love how it sits compared to that more triangular wraparound style. So if you have any ideas about how to style it, let me know. I'm all ears. But yeah, I like this one because depending on the light, it can look like white and cream, or it picks up like a pink hue. I do still think it has the Burberry vibe to it, but again, people are not going to notice it as much as the classic one. So I do like to incorporate those sort of things into my wardrobe, because I definitely do not live a lifestyle where I'm out with other people who are really into this stuff. Even my own family thinks I'm nuts. My mom likes the row, but will not buy any of it. She says it's ridiculous. And they all laugh at me when I get home with my luxury stuff. So I'm very much so alone in it, and sometimes you don't want to be wearing a bunch of branded stuff. So for me, this one, I still think it was a fine addition, but I definitely expected it to kind of relax more and kind of puff up. But yeah, it just gets very small. So I don't get it. I saw somebody with like a mega one recently. I believe it's checks. And she had a mega Burberry scarf, and that looked fantastic. But I couldn't find them online. So if you have any hints, if you know where to find a bandana one, I am looking for a darker color. I love hearing what people like and don't like about the colors, because I think they have so many different options for the colors that it's kind of hard to choose. But But yeah, so I would say of all of these scarves, this one doesn't excite like that really crazy feeling in me, but I do still really enjoy it. So I'm by no means dislike it. I do really like the color. I've been wearing this a lot. I have like a darker blue Canada Goose bomber, and I think they complement each other really nicely. I'm a little bit scared to drink coffee with it, but I've probably spilled on it and just don't know. So with that in mind, those are a few of my scarves. If you are into it, let me know. If you want to hear more about the Kitten Ace stuff, also let me know. The brand has changed a bit over time, and so I'm still kind of feeling out if what I'm buying today is equivalent to what I did a couple years ago, but check it out for yourself as well. They do have a pop-up in Edmonton right now, which I need to go to. And then I believe like they have one in Calgary. The Vancouver one was closed, which was a little bit weird. So just check in to make sure that the boutique is actually open before you go if you're into it. But yeah, I've got like, I think 5 or 6 of those. So if you want to see what the different options are, they have some lighter ones, some heavier ones, etc., etc. I will happily do a video on it. So I hope you all are staying warm, that you are having a lovely holidays, and I will be back sometime soon.